Hello friends, Stephen Talbot here, of course, and today we're making mini meatball sub sliders. Let's do it. First, of course, I need to go to the garden because I need some fresh basil, some basil, as well as some jalapeno. Okay, y'all, we're just gonna pick up some fresh basil. And like I said, you always clip above a bundle of leaves and it will grow back, honey. Yes, indeed. I think one more little sprig will do us. One more little sprigaroo. I think that's good. All right, we have our basil. Next up, let's go get our jalapeno. Okay, let's go into the magic world of the garden. And I see we've got some jalapenos here. Oh, that one just fell right off. This one is good to go. And I think we don't want it too spicy, so I think that'll be enough. Look at that little green pepper, and she's so cute. And I already have some green peppers from the garden, some garlics. What else am I gonna use today? For our delicious meatball, oh, some oregano. Yes, I already have some fresh oregano. And some tomatoes, so let's get started. First up, I've got some EVOO in my Dutch oven pot, and I'm gonna let it come up to a heat so it starts bubbling. I've got it on medium heat, and then I'm going to sear the meatballs on both sides, about 3 minutes on each side, and then I'll start adding the other ingredients in. Actually, I'm gonna pull the meatballs out, then I'll do garlic, onion, green peppers, and stuff like that. Then I will build my sauce, and then put the meatballs back in to finish cooking. All right, let's get these meatballs in here. Okay, and a hot tip for you is let the meatballs sit for about 3 minutes, like I said before. Don't move them around or they will break apart. When they're ready to release and they're done on one side, they will naturally release and they'll be very easy to move or pick up. All right, let's go ahead and, nope, they're not ready yet. So they're just starting to become ready to flip. So I'm gonna flip them as they're ready to come out. Okay, y'all. I threw my onions, green peppers in here with some olive oil, a little butter. Salted them to bring out the moisture. They cooked down. Then I added a little bit, literally a splash of beef broth just to deglaze the pan and get all the stuff off the bottom, because that's all flavor, baby, flavor. And now we're gonna go in with our tomato sauce. Now I made this, this was frozen, and I made this fresh with fresh tomatoes. Plum tomatoes, actually. So it's got a very, very robust taste. So I'm just gonna let that hang out a bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more sauce to this because I'm gonna save the sauce and make some pasta with it some other day. So when I'm cooking, I like to go ahead and pre-plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and batch this up and make more sauce and then freeze it, and then I'll have it for pasta later. Oh, I had not even thrown the basil up in here yet. Oh my God. Girl, this is fire. Okay, I wanted to share how to properly cut basil so that it doesn't get all bruised. So basically, you just, if you buy it at the store, it's not going to come on the stem like this. But basically, you're going to put all the leaves in a little cup. See that? They're all stacked on each other. And then you want to roll it and slice it. And I will demonstrate. Okay, there's some fancy word for this. Chef starts with a C and H or something. I can't remember what it is though. Anyway, so you take it and you roll that bitch up, girl, real tight. Real tight, nice and tight. And then you just take your hand with your knife. And then you're left with these beautiful ribbons. You could finer, you could dice it finer if you wanted to. Just make sure to get it with one cut. Don't go back and forth too much because you will bruise the basil. So since this is going on a little bitty miniature meatball subs, I am going to dice this a little bit finer. And I'm going to add it to my sauce, girl. Okay, girl, I added my basil. Now I'm just going to add my meatballs. See how they got a nice char on them? Yes, darling. I'm gonna add my meatballs into the pot. Let them take a little swimmeroo in this delicious motherfucking sauce. Bitch. I just want to make sure everything's coated. Then we're just going to let this hang out and simmer, girl. Simmer on down, honey. Okay, fellers up in here. Next, darling, we have to prepare our mini sub buns. Now, when I bought these, I thought they were full size, but they're not. They're like little miniature ones. And they are pre-sliced. So, what I'm going to do is put 2 meatballs in each one. Actually, I'm going to heat these up in the microwave and zap them for like 30 seconds just to get them warm so they won't rip when I... Okay, we're just going to put our little subs together, girl. So I took provolone slices, I cut those in half, and now I'm bending those in half, and they fit sort of perfectly at the bottom of the buns. And then we're going to top them with meatballs and then top them with shredded provolone and mozzarella cheese blend. Yes, ma'am. Voila, girl. Let's load them up. Okay, now we're gonna go in and just sauce these bitches up a little bit. Just a little bit. Yes, girl. Okay, y'all already know what's up, girl. You know what's up. What's up, what's up? Now we gotta load these up with cheese, girl. Yes, hunties. Y'all, these are gonna be like 1,000 times better than Subway or wherever the fuck you get your motherfucking meatball subs, bitch. Okay. And of course, I shredded some fresh Parmesan cheese, please. And then of course, I will leave some for topping as well after they come out of the oven. All right, into the oven she goes. And they are done. They came out beautifully. Topped with some Parmesan, a little bit more sauce, Parmesan cheese, and some green onion, girl. Yes, ma'am.